you are new to this channel, my name is Percy, and this video is about me documenting the process of me getting funded. So, quick story. The current date today is the 17th of April, and let me explain where this all started. Let me just bring you back to where I began my journey towards getting funded. And my hope is that by June, I am funded. May hopefully have a Pro-Firm account. June, I'm funded. And wait, don't be surprised that I'm still waiting on a Pro-Firm account. Let me explain. February of 2026, I think on the 8th, I made a deposit, $21 deposit into a live trading account, because that was when I wanted a Pro-Firm account. And since I couldn't buy that right away, I asked for money and I got $21 and I funded an account. And up until today, let me show you what the results have been. So, like I said, upon funding $21, I traded it. As you see, the date is the 9th of February. I traded that account. Let's just make it like this so that we can kind of like see each month specifically how much I made. So let's start all from the 1st of February until the end of February. I want to show you what were the results, right? First until end of February, I made only $69 cents. As you see, it was not an easy month, and there were a couple of mistakes I made, right? All of these trades were not losses per se, that the system wasn't working. There was a couple of areas where I was prematurely stopped out. I made like a couple of mistakes. And let's head over to the month of March, where I fixed my mistakes, right? My mistakes were fixed. So why? Let's do that month end March, and I think we can leave it at February. March ends and I've made a profit of like $18 from a $21 deposit. Fixed some of my problems, and there we go. For March, it was like that. So since now I was on, like, as you see, the balance down there is $39, I decided that I'm going to change my risk. You will notice that I was risking $1 per trade to gain $3. This is one trade combined. It's just that I opened two different positions. You see here, to gain $3. The basis was that I wanted to make one, risk one for $3, right? Always. And as you see, the profits are like 3. So right after I achieved 40 USD, I decided that, you know what, at 40 USD, I want to start risking $4 per trade, because remember, my goal is to be funded by as soon as possible. Hopefully by June I'm funded, right? Because I've been trading for 8 years, and finally last year I was break even on my 7th year trading, and this year I'm starting to make money on a live account. So I was like, okay, fine, let me just go for $4 per trade. And since the system has been profitable both in February and March, you go back to my other videos, it was profitable last year in many months. I think it's time to just up the size, and let's see what the results are by the end of the month. And 2 weeks into April, let me show you what has happened. So 2 weeks into April, right? Today is the 17th, and guys, down $25, right? I mean, that's amazing. And remember, this is a live account. It's my own personal live account. $25. And you want to know something that happened in February? Not all of these trades. In fact, I'm supposed to have 2 winners. This, which trade was supposed to be a win? I think this buy, which one? This buy was supposed to be a win. I was like, literally, if I open the chart and show it to you guys. No, that's not the trade. Think this is the trade. I took a buy right here, as you see. Look at where my stop loss was. Look, just like stopped out and the market went up. See how far it went. So it's that, and it's another trade as well I took. Let me just show it to you guys quickly. It was on a Friday, I remember correctly. So 10th of April, Friday, I took a buy. No, I took a second buy. I took a first buy here, stopped out, took a second buy here. And look, just slightly stopped out by, I'm telling you, 2 pips, and the market goes up, right? Goes up, and meaning that 2 trades out of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses were supposed to be winners, and each winner would be $12. So if I add 12 to this, if I remove 4, if I remove 8 and add 12, we are almost close to break even, but still be in losses, right? So simultaneously, while it's doing that, I'm also like trading a FTMO trial, which I am believing that FTMO would be the company that I go with, right? In terms of who I buy a from challenge from, and this is a 200k account down. Yeah, 3%. Right. Hope is not all lost. This was a tough week. It's a week where I thought, maybe I should go look for a job. That's where it was like hard. It was hard cause remember, those were premature stops. It's not that I made a mistake. Premature stops. I did what I did in March, just prematurely stopped, and I was like, man, come on. I prayed. I was like, you know what? This is it, man. This account has to work. Oh, that's it. Right. So I still hope that the remaining part of April, which is the next 2 weeks, might be positive. Might be positive. The first 2 weeks of April were not. Next 2 weeks of April might be positive, and let's see where we are. Each and every Friday we'll film a video of what happened throughout the week. So next video is gonna come out next week, I hope, of what has happened next week, and we'll keep the hope, to being funded. What do I want? I'd like to be funded at maximum allocation with FTMO this year. That's what I'd love to do, and we're gonna solve those problems that are there. Find out what we can do with the premature stop. That's why channeling is important, and find out what is it we can do with the win rate. The win rate is at a certain amount, means that our risk to reward ratio has to also adjust according to the win rate. A lower win rate should mean that you should have a higher risk to reward ratio, otherwise it might not work. So that's a heap of things that we have to solve, but we will solve them, and hopefully we get over the line. I appreciate you watching. Catch you in the next one.